Good evening, guys, and happy, what is today? Wednesday to all your sunshiny faces. I did tell you guys we were gonna have a Meijer haul earlier in the week, hopefully. I think I told you guys though yesterday that I was planning on going to Meijer, or thinking that we might go to Meijer. We did not. We ended up going today. So I do have that grocery haul to share with you guys. So we got everything on the list, and we were under 35 bucks. I thought we would be definitely under $40, but I thought it was gonna be like 36, 37, something like that. We were under $35, so I think that was really good for what we picked up, because again too, if you guys saw my haul from Jewel, we got a lot of produce at Jewel, which was really good. But again too, it seemed like we spent a lot of money. I think it was like $75, and I didn't even feel like we got that much stuff. And then at Meijer today, I was like $35, and we got a decent amount of stuff. Like, this feels like $35 worth of groceries when again too, you're using coupons, shopping sales, and all that kind of stuff. What we got at Jewel didn't feel like that same kind of like good value for the money. Like I said though, there was a lot of produce, and again today we didn't get any produce, but we did stock up on some things that are kind of sometimes a little bit more expensive. But again, I'll share all the deals that we had going on for today and everything that we ended up picking up. We didn't even have completely a 50% savings, but again too, for what some of the items retail at, it still wasn't that bad of a price. Like, some items we didn't save 50% on, but they were still kind of the same price or cheaper than what we probably would end up getting at Aldi, or it was a better price for like name brand stuff than we would still get really even with like the bargain brand of like certain other things. So anyways, let me share with you guys what we did pick up at Meijer for today. So right here, these items on the table were what we ended up picking up at Meijer, and like I said, it was under $35. It was $34.53, and that was with $1.20 worth of tax, and we saved $28.04. So again, like I was saying, they you know, it wasn't even a 50% savings, but for example, with the chips, those were on sale $6 for 3. Last week they were $5 for 3. However, I had $1 off of $5 worth or more of Meijer brand like chips, so that ended up making it $5 for 3. And then I also had a 45-cent off any Meijer brand like chip product as well. That also took off in addition, so it was only $4.55, which that is like $1.52. So I don't know what all these prices on their chips right now. The last time I checked, I think they were $1.99 or $1.89, but because of the Super Bowl, a lot of times we do tend to see sales on like the you know, like chips and sodas and, you know, like that kind of stuff. So you know, like snack foods, dips, that kind of thing. So again, like, they might have lowered their price at Aldi as like kind of like a special, making them like maybe $1.50 or something like that. But as of right now that I know of, they were not, like, these were cheaper getting them at Meijer with this sale than they were like getting them at Aldi. So that was pretty good. They also had these Lunchables. These were just like a regular sale. They were $5 when you bought 5, so they were $1 each, which for Lunchable brand Lunchables I think is a pretty good price. Again, no coupon or anything, but just at $1 each. I thought that was pretty, like I said, pretty good sale. Oh, the one thing that we did not get was they had, and they've had this now twice, they have these, it's called bee-free, like gluten-free breads, like sandwiches, and I think maybe like rolls and like bread, like that kind of stuff. And I was planning on picking them up. They said there's a $2 coupon, and they have a whole bunch of stuff like pita bread, like that kind of stuff, all gluten-free. And again too, I've been gluten-free now for a little while, but I was like, oh, that's a really good deal. Like, it was only going to be like, for the sandwich rolls that I was planning on getting, like $3.39, which is considerably a pretty decent price for gluten-free. However, they, again too, they have all these things, they have them listed, they say what aisle they're in. Every time we've went to Meijer now, twice, 2 or 3 times I think I've looked for these, they don't have that brand, even though they say they have them, they say that they're in stock, they tell you what aisle they're in, all that kind of stuff. But I keep looking in that section, and even just in the bread section in general, I cannot find them. I don't think that they have them in the frozen aisle. Again too, if they did, it would like not be the same as what they say in the app, like where they're located and stuff like that. So I don't think that they're frozen. I could always double check and see if they maybe have them there, but like I said, it goes against what then the app is telling me, so that's why I've always looked in that area, but I can't find those. So that was the only thing that we didn't end up getting, but I kind of had a feeling that we were gonna find them. The other deal that that they did have going on, this was an advertised deal. This was on the General Mills cereals. These were the giant size, which are the really, really big size. I think the biggest size that they have. They were on sale $9 for 2, and then there was a $2 off 2 M-Perks coupon, making them $7 for 2 or $3.50 each, which again, for the giant size of name brand cereal is not too bad. I think these retail at $6.99 or $5.99 each, so I figured that it was like almost like a 50% savings kind of anyway, and again thought it was a pretty good deal for that. They also had these breadsticks. These were normal price $1.89, and they had a buy one get one free coupon, $1.89 for 2 or 95 cents each. They also had the paste salsa, which was on sale for $1.99, and they had a 50-cent off coupon, making it $1.49. The Hell of a Good dip was on sale for $1.50, and they had a 50% off M-Perks coupon, making it just 75 cents. They also had the Act mouthwash. This is the only kind of mouthwash that I will use. I only like the kids kind. I do not like minty mouthwash and stuff like that, but I also don't like the bubblegummy kind and that kind of thing. I really prefer, this is my mouthwash of choice. But these are, again too, it is the only kind that I will really use, so I will buy it when it's not on sale. So this wasn't the best sale, but it still was pretty good. They were normally $4.69, but they were on sale, buy one get one 40% off. Plus there was also a $1 off M-Perks coupon, making them $6.03 for 2, or about like $3.02 each, which again was not too bad of a deal. And then lastly, they did have that deal, the same deal that was running last week, where it was buy 5 and you save $5 sale. So they had different items that were like varying prices and stuff like that. Last week though, I had a lot of coupons that matched up with a lot of the stuff that was on sale. This week I didn't have any coupons at all. These were just like the regular you know, like sale prices and stuff like that after that sale. So the broth, I did pick these up last week. They were 99 cents again too, after buying the 5 participating items. So it'll be $1.99, but once you buy 5, it takes the $5 off, making them just 99 cents each, which is a pretty good price for chicken broth. And again too, that's also like Swanson brand as well. And also we have, only the 2 that I picked up last week, we had no other chicken broth either, so I thought it was kind of a good time to stock up a little bit and buy some of that. They also had, which I was very surprised about, because a lot of times the Hormel chili with beans is not included. Like last week and the week before, I think, or a different week, Jewel had their Hormel chili on sale, but it was only the kind without beans, and they were $1.25. The ones with beans, that was the vegetarian kind included, was $2.50, or like 5 for 2 when you bought 2 with the Just For You coupon. So those ones are like normally more expensive. However, at Meijer, they had the with beans kind, and the vegetarian was included as well with that, and that ended up being only $1.39 after that sale, which again I thought was pretty good, considering I just seen at Jewel that they were $2.50 with a coupon, you know. So I was like, that's actually a pretty good price. It's something that I buy and use somewhat regularly. I like these with like chili cheese fries. That's normally what I do, and I will add like cheese over the top and do it, like, you know, like I said, with fries and everything. So that's how I like to eat that. That's probably my favorite way. It ends up working out to be a pretty good price, getting those at that price with this sale. Like I said, I didn't know those were included last week, but seeing that they were this week, I was like, that's awesome. So I just picked up the 2 broths and then the 3 chilies. So again too, it wasn't even that much money. It was like, you know, under $6 for the 5 items, or around $6, under 7 for the you know, the 5 items that I ended up picking up with that sale. So again, they didn't have a ton of stuff going on, but what they did have, again, I thought was pretty good. 35 bucks for really what we ended up picking up and what we got and paid, and you know, everything like that for that price, I thought was pretty good. So I am going to get all this stuff put away. I thought I'd just share with you guys what was going on at Meijer for this week. Well guys, I'm going to take a shower now and get to bed. I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.